That's definitely what every Edgar looks like, I swear.
It's not just a meme, but it's also a haircut.
Yeah. yeah. I never knew until right now.
Oh my god. Yes, this is
Wow,
this
that's
is
so
a real
accurate.
Person. This looks like
I know like
wow, there's somebody behind this person.
I know like 10 people that look like that.
But do you know what's funny about this picture?
What?
Is it doesn't look like it was taken like somebody took it for him. It looked like it was part of one of those stoplight cameras at the
It does. Something on the beat. Bounce.
Unforgivable.
That was like a super viral video back when Facebook was first popping.
Really? I didn't know
I
we
gotta
were
tilt that
starting
camera
it.
up.
All right.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to begin it.
I'm just sitting back watching this video. I didn't even know.
Welcome to Soul Purpose Podcast.
Cha-cha.
You got AJ Solified. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter.
Emilio Sarabia. That's how my family says my name.
Okay, have you seen? So somebody showed me the Edgar memes yesterday.
I don't know who Edgar is.
It's like
I knew it, Edgar. I couldn't stand him. Sorry, Edgar, if you're seeing this.
Was he Mexican?
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Because he's like light skinned. I was hard.
It's like a typical. Well, me and Emilio are both Mexican, so I guess to not be racial, you can play on your own race.
No racial.
No racial. But somebody showed me yesterday that there's Edgar memes. And Edgar is like the typical Hispanic looking guy.
I feel like Julio's more. I have like a bunch of Julios in my family.
Let me see if I can.
More,
Let me see if I can pull this up. Wow.
I have a grandpa Julio, uncle Julio, a couple cousins named Julio.
But that's your family. Edgar.
I feel like Edgar's like an American.
It's like it's
Mexican
not,
American.
It's
name.
not just a.
That's definitely what every Edgar looks like. I swear.
It's not just a meme, but it's also a haircut.
Yeah. yeah. I never knew until right now.
Oh my god! Yes, this is
wow.
This
that's
is
so
a real
accurate.
Person. This looks like
I know. Like,
wow, there's somebody behind this person.
I know like 10 people that look like that.
But do you know what's funny about this picture?
What?
Is it doesn't look like it was taken like somebody took it for him. It looked like it was part of one of those stoplight cameras at the
It does. Looks like it got
and
flashed.
he was just like listening to some cumbia rolling down the street and was like hella happy. And then his boom, ran a red light, got a picture taken.
Oh man. I just feel like he's in a truck.
Yeah.
Like a lowered truck.
Yeah, like one of those we used to call it Little Blue. It was oh my god, what kind of truck was it? Like one of those little Mazda trucks. Mm-hmm. The little Mazda pickup trucks.
Or Chevy. Oh jeez. Memories.
Oh yes. One of these. We definitely owned one of those.
Yeah.
That is my Mazda.
Stupid. We coming in hot.
We covered it hot on the podcast.
So I'm gonna open up my notes because for those who don't know, this is podcast number 3.
We're going completely unfiltered for this one. Oops.
This is like the 4th or 5th time that we recorded podcast 3. There's been some technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Last time we recorded this, my microphone
only
specifically
his
sounded like there was an alien invasion happening inside of the microphone. There's no other way to explain it.
Yeah.
We'd be talking.
It could have been my equipment though with his mic.
Like in the middle of our talking.
We were gonna roll with it and we were like, oh my god, this is so annoying.
We would be like talking and then it just gets quiet. We just try to let it pass.
Yeah.
But so yeah.
Things seem to be working though. You look a little green on the video, but it's totally fine. It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, great. Sounds great to me. Yeah, so I have the podcast. I have the old podcast notes. You have new podcast notes if we want to use
I don't even have notes. I just have bullet points of. I literally have
That's
headlines.
How I like to roll.
Headlines of what I want to talk about because there is some weird stuff going on in this country, weird stuff going on in the world.
And if you drink Coca-Cola, you become a little bit more pigmented.
They're trying to take the sugar out of Coca-Cola.
That's a good one. That's a good one. They're taking the sugar out of Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Man.
Should we talk about that real quick, or do you have something else?
We could touch on it for sure. Go ahead, Amelia.
So Coca-Cola. Actually, I gave you the do you want the article for it? Or no, I have a YouTube video. We can't play that on there.
We could do the YouTube video.
Yeah. You want me to send it to you? I'll send it over real quick.
Yeah, shoot it to me and I'll open it up on the computer.
Bet. You didn't tell me that we were starting the podcast, so I didn't text my girlfriend that we were jumping in on it. So whenever I get broken up with, just remember this was your doing.
Yep. No, you're good.
Silent mode and my.
Look at this big old watch on the screen.
You talking about mine?
Yeah, I feel like the watch is actually pretty small.
It has like a magnifying.
But it's
yeah,
magnified, so it's like
that's the way you got
ultra big.
Man. People are like, "That's such a big vase." I'm like, "Not really."
By the way, me and Emilio. Oh, Alyssa sent me that COVID vaccine video too. I could show that. Well, I don't know if we want to show it because it's like an hour long, but I'll definitely send you the link to it because it's well worth seeing.
My dad sent me one that was like an hour long as we were watching it.
All right, we started doing this the last time, but this is officially us doing it
again.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, everything's recording perfectly, so that's really good. Oh God.
Coke's diversity scandal. Dun dun, be less white.
I want to make sure my messages don't pop up over here, so I'm bringing this down before I show the screen.
Roger.
Steve.
You
want to do that? Do the intro to the song?
Shout out to Steve. I don't even remember exactly how the intro goes. I know it's like,
Steve,
I got some lemons here.
How the heck are you?
How the heck are you? So that actually came from my song Lemons, right? It's the intro. And ironically, that came from one of my friends, Charlie Powers. Me and my friend Cam were staying at his house, and he had a roommate named Steve, and we just kept trolling Steve for the whole time we were there for no reason.
And you guys know Cam. If you guys follow us, you basically follow Rapzilla.
KHAM, Culture Villains, Cam. Yep, he's super dope.
The Culture Villain, Cam. All right, you want to read this?
All right, sure. Once you hit play, I'll go ahead and go for it. Confronting. Do I read their?
Yeah. Because this is actually what they had in Coca-Cola.
So this is what it says here. It says, confronting racism. Understand what it means to be white. Challenging what it means to be racist.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and hit play. So this is basically, how would you describe it? Like a conference? A virtual conference that they had.
It was like
available for the Coca-Cola employees.
Yeah, it was like their they called it diversity training, I believe.
Which where I work, where I won't say where I work, we have diversity training too, and I get the point of it, and I get why it's healthy. And one of the videos they show us at the job that I work at is they show a video of a lady that gets on a plane. She sits next to a black woman. This is actually a really cool video. And she goes, "Excuse me, miss." She goes, "I'm sitting next to a black lady." She goes, "Can I get a better seat somewhere else?" And the stewardess, or I think that's what they're called, right? She walks away, and then she comes back. She goes, "Ma'am, I'm so sorry you had to sit next to this disgusting pig." She goes, "We have booked you up into first class, and you'll have a lot better seating up there." And then the lady goes to get up, and she goes, "Oh, no. Come on." And she tells the black lady, like, "Come on.
I've seen that one.
She's the disgusting one, not you," you know?
Yeah, that video's dope.
It was pretty good, though.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is not that. Not that at all. This is telling you what you shouldn't be like, I'm not saying white people have a birthright or anything like that, but if you're born a certain race, you can't control like how you're born. You can't control your own destiny in that way. I was born technically Mexican American.
Yeah.
But I don't identify with Mexico at all.
No, I'm an American.
Yeah.
I mean, I always say that too. Like, I have family in Mexico. I'm Mexican, but like I was born here, raised here. I don't have any ties to any other country.
I have no ties
besides my country. But
yeah.
But yeah, this one really. I remember like I was kind of going in on this the first time we did it because it just blew me away, and you'll see why as we get into it. So just go ahead and start it. We'll start reading this off.
All right.
So understanding what it means to be white, challenging what it means to be racist. All right, press pause here. So it says to be less white. Well, first off, it says to be less white, right?
Yes.
Then it says
which is also like falling into the assumption that every white person's racist.
Yeah, it kind of like well, exactly. It's gonna describe what white is right here. So this is what what I took from it, that it's basically saying white is racist, like in general. And so it says to be less white is to be less oppressive, be less arrogant, be less certain, be less defensive, be less ignorant, be more humble, listen, believe, break with apathy, break with white solidarity. So what I'm reading right here is,
you know what, though?
White is oppressive, arrogant, certain, defensive, ignorant, humble. They don't listen. They don't believe. Like, I don't know. That's just, that's a lot. That seems kind of like the opposite of what they were trying to go for with the diversity training. It seems like an overcorrection, like big time.
You know what's funny is if you take out this last line and this first line where it has the word white and it puts a color perspective on it, it's not a bad thing. Be less oppressive, be less arrogant, be less certain, be less defensive, be less ignorant, be more humble, listen, believe, break with apathy. Great. But the fact that they put be less white is to all this, and then at the end they put break with white solidarity.
Yeah.
That's like, for one, I don't know. I'm not.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's just it's a touchy topic. Nobody wants to talk about it, but this is
at the end of the day,
this is an issue from a big company.
This is something different though, like, because if this right here is like literally trying to describe like basically to be white is to be racist, and all white people should feel like they need to be less of their race.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's just absurd. It has nothing to do with like stopping racism. If anything, it kind of just comes off as racist.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how I feel about this. We've already went into this big time, but now that we're back here, I mean, that's all I really have to say, man. So that comes off as racist.
All right, let's hit play. Shoot.
Slides from a diversity training allegedly used by Coca-Cola shows that employees were told to be less white. Lovely. And this is what it says on there.
This is like another slide, right?
Yeah, it says in the U.S. and other Western nations, white people are socialized to feel that they are inherently superior because they are white. Research shows that by age 3 to 4, children understand that it is better to be white. And the person who made this, do you want to talk about Robin DiAngelo?
Yeah.
She's the one who wrote the book. What was the name of that book?
Oh my God, it's blanking me right now.
White Fragility.
White Fragility.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're right. We should probably read it
and then go in on that one. Okay, I'm down with it.
So stuff like that, just it's so stupid to me, to the point where I don't ever want to really look into it. Mm-hmm. But at some point, I probably should look into it to see their perspective and see how dumb it can be.
Yeah.
Because of how ignorant all that is.
Yeah, it's very ignorant.
I'd be down to read it.
Yeah. But yeah, so
it says research shows that by age 3 to 4, children understand that it is better to be white. I don't know how they get this information. Do they go up to 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds?
I feel like they just took.
How do you feel?
I feel like they just took that video of the little girls that are playing with dolls, and they picked the white doll over the black doll. Have you ever seen that video?
Mm-mm.
So I feel like they just took their information from this. Otherwise, I don't know from that. That's the only thing I could think of to where you get some kind of research.
But is the girl picking the doll?
Yeah,
is she white?
It was a black. They have a little black girl, and they're like, "Which doll do you think is pretty?" And they show a black doll and a white doll, and the little girl goes, "The white doll." And they're like, "Why?"
What is? So it's a black girl that does that?
It's a little black girl. Yeah, they give.
Oh, that's a little sad.
Yeah, exactly. But that's the only thing I can think of to where you get research shows.
That's more of
by age 3 to 4.
That's more of a
like how they
of a confidence booster, like that's needed. What do you call that? So like low self-esteem.
Yeah, which I feel like is being corrected nowadays, because I mean, like you see more African American women wearing their hair how they want, and people celebrating that and stuff like that.
Yeah,
on a way bigger scale. This is an old video.
I don't think that's bad at all either, because I think that's good that you're pro yourself.
Yeah,
but I think it's bad to be conned. Like, I'm trying to think of how to say it. Like it's bad to put somebody down while you're also trying to boost yourself up.
Yeah.
Like that's what I don't agree with.
The only reason I brought that up is because that's the only thing I could think of when they say research shows by age 3 to 4 children understand that it is better to be less or be white. I don't know. I have to look into that because I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, it's a little interesting.
Try to be less white. Can we get a button that says that just together?
Hey, Emilio, can you try and be less white, man?
Toxic. Yes, sir. No, if we need a button,
God,
do we
need
need a button whenever you're showing your male privilege to go try to be less white? We just both say it at the same time.
We need a button. You ever seen oh God, what's that movie called? That's My Boy.
That's My Boy.
Where it's like Andy Samberg and Adam Sandler, and he's like his dad.
Yeah, I've seen that movie. Yeah.
So,
I watched that one.
There's the African like preacher at the end, and when they hear like that the brother and sister were having incest or whatever, the black preacher, he goes, "White people." It's so awesome, but if you I've seen memes of it, and it's typed out WYPIPO, white people,
white people. That's great.
Yeah. So let's do this. I think we need that button, just a white people.
White people. Confronting racism has since been pulled from LinkedIn Education.
Wow. This was on LinkedIn?
I mean, Coca-Cola gave it out. What company was it again they gave it to?
What?
Oh, never mind. It was Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola was the company that was doing it to
themselves. Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was written by Robin D'Angelo.
Robin.
Could be Robert. Robin D'Angelo, author of White Fragility. Coca-Cola denies that the training was mandatory. So this is actually pretty important.
Yeah,
so
that is actually important.
I feel like companies a lot nowadays, like when you go to the grocery store and they have like the donation thing.
Yeah.
The company encourage you to donate to that cause.
Yeah.
But if you fully don't believe in the cause, I feel like companies start putting their employees down a little bit. Like, oh, wow, you don't believe in what we do?
Yeah.
You know, and I think it's kind of like similar to that, where it's like the thing where it's like, it's not mandatory, but I can't believe you didn't do it. You know, I can't believe you didn't watch that video. Or
I mean, like,
see what it was
if you
about.
don't know like what this was about, like if you didn't know it was Coca-Cola Be Less White, they'd be like, wow, you don't want to do diversity training? Are you racist? Because apparently if you're white, you're racist, period.
Seriously. That's
wild.
Like,
just like to say be less white is like such a huge statement, and then to define it with all of those things is such a huge statement, like saying that basically Coca-Cola believes that...
I would never tell like a Mexican person to be less brown.
Yeah, be
Imagine
less brown.
that.
And be like, dude, seriously, like, oh my gosh, imagine just like going up and being like, you know, to be a Mexican is to be this.
I get it a lot.
Playing your music loud in the middle of the night because you're having a fiesta.
You don't really speak Spanish like me.
I don't. I speak a little Spanish, but
I mean, I do too, like to a certain extent. I mean, from high school, I learned. You know what I mean?
Dude, it actually was one of my first languages, and then I lost it when I was like 5 because we lived on like Calexico. There was like a lot of Spanish speakers over there. And then we moved over here to Modesto, and I just lost it.
So for me, like I just never. I mean, you kind of learn from like your abuelita and all them. You know what I mean?
My dad talks to me in Spanish today, like he did that my whole life, and I'm like, dude, you were there. You didn't teach me Spanish, so why are you talking to me in Spanish now, making me feel bad about it?
You weren't there, Dad. No,
Dad, be less brown, Dad. Be less brown.
No, but I get it a lot. I get like you're Mexican, you don't speak Spanish.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I'm like, we're in America. You don't speak English.
I
know that's really jacked up to say.
I mean,
but I feel that way a little bit.
I told this to my brother yesterday because we have an aunt who just speaks purely Spanish. Like, she's lived here for like I don't know. I'm gonna say 30 years, and she does not speak a lick of English. And I was telling my brother, I'm like, is she playing with us? Because like, how do you not know any English and you lived in the country for...
How do you go shopping?
That's what I'm saying. And she had jobs. She worked a lot, like 2 jobs back in the day. I'm like, dang. But I mean, there are places that just speak Spanish. If you're like if your household speaks Spanish, you have Spanish TV, and where you work is Spanish. I mean, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough road to live. I couldn't live that way. Like if I lived in Jamaica, I would definitely learn Jamaican.
Yeah, I would try to learn the language because I just feel like.
I mean, when I went to Italy for like a week and a half, like we went almost for 2 weeks, I learned a good amount of Italian.
Yeah, and that's fun too. Like when I was over in Mexico, like when I go stay with my grandma and stuff, they would leave me with the kids to like babysit and stuff, and like they would force me to have to learn English because if I wanted to yell at the kids, Spanish, I'd have to learn Spanish to yell at the kids, and just go to the store and stuff, and like I don't know, I was picking it up pretty good back in 2013.
I mean, you just told them no, right? Because that's also Spanish.
No. They're like, you said that in English, we don't understand you. Like, man.
Yeah. Let's go back to this.
Anyways, be less brown.
That was from the New York Post. There was nothing else to that video.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, dude.
I don't want to see Cuomo's face.
Like even the like just like joking around right now about being like, oh, be less brown.
Yeah.
But they legitly said be less white and we're serious. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's just because like I don't know right now people really
I mean, if you go back 10 years ago and you pitch that to like the company, like, hey, we should have a great diversity training saying to be less white to the whole company.
Be like, what is this, a Dave Chappelle skit?
That's actually pretty accurate.
That would be a Dave Chappelle skit.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coca-Cola just basically did it. Like if they would have, I think this could have been spun a different way if they had Dave Chappelle do it. Then it would have been funny.
Yeah. I was telling you about
he looks stressed out.
He looks tired.
Yeah.
And I
didn't even hear about this, so this is the first time hearing about what you're about to say.
So I'm about to show Emilio this right now. This Steven Crowder he has Louder with Crowder. There's stuff he says that obviously is just crazy, and not crazy in a sense where I don't agree with him.
Yeah.
But crazy, like he just has some balls for saying stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, he's really going there, and he's not technically wrong.
He's got a pair of cantaloupes on him for sure.
Yeah, no, and I mean, look at his shirt, his merch, fight like hell. He has Trump's little.
Oh, is that a Trump saying?
Yeah.
Fight like hell's a Trump saying?
Because
Really?
the Capitol thing.
Oh,
he goes,
geez,
you need
really?
to go and fight like hell. And then Crowder took it as like, what have you never said? Fight like hell, like. That is such like a positive thing to say.
Oh, so they basically took it. Oh yeah, I think I seen that episode you're talking about.
Yeah,
so they
'cause they're
took it.
saying-
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll read his headline. So basically, he got banned from YouTube, and this is a big issue, and people are not seeing it because cancel culture is so dang
Toxic.
Mm-hmm.
It's so toxic, bro. But anyway, it says I've been warning about this for a long time, and now it's here. Big tech and is specifically YouTube have painted a target on conservatives' backs for years, with yours truly being target number one. So this is a big issue because he basically got look at that, 72,000 likes. Imagine
How much?
Jeez, 72,000 likes.
I didn't know he was that big. Dang.
Yeah, no, he's huge, bro.
Anyways, toxic.
72,025 now.
Toxic button.
But anyway, so yeah, no, this is a big issue, and he made a little statement about all this right here.
Hey
I
there,
figured I'll just
Crowder
play
Bits.
this video.
I think this is the first time I've ever done a cell phone video to Crowder Bits, and for those of you who don't know, that's because I've been suspended from YouTube, I guess banned temporarily. Just logged into my email yesterday to find out that we had a strike that wasn't a real strike before for our COVID anniversary video. 15 days to flatten the curve. All the sources are available at loudwithcrowder.com, including the CDC and WHO, which apparently is fake news, can't be used now. And yesterday, YouTube considered it a community guideline strike and took down our episode where we specifically visited a.
Have you seen all the stuff that you can get in trouble for on YouTube? Like, they have videos explaining a lot of it, but one of them that's really fuzzy is community guideline strikes.
Yeah,
because copyright strikes make sense.
Isn't that like you basically? I heard it's kind of like a shot in the dark. You don't really know if like you kind of have to assume you can do this or that.
So,
is that what Ruslan got shut down on?
Yes. Copyright strikes and stuff like that makes sense.
He was just saying about like how they've been coming at conservatives for so long. Ruslan's not a conservative, and
yeah.
And
that's why cancel culture is so toxic.
He just mentioned Trump's name, and they're like, "Get him out of here!"
Yeah,
like, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Man, I got the glow.
Okay. Yeah. That's funny. Sorry.
It's all good. I was like, what's going on?
Anyway, so yeah, so this is like a huge issue, and sorry, my mom walked in.
Shout out Mama Flo.
Mama Glow. That's funny. My mom's name is actually Glow.
Glow.
But anyway, so this is like a big issue, and like you were saying, Ruslan's not even a conservative.
He just literally.
I'll say it. I'm a conservative.
Yes, sir. A mí también.
I have no problem saying it because there's nothing wrong with having certain views on certain things. Doesn't mean I'm racist. Doesn't mean anything like that. But I do have a lot of moral values and
That line up with being a conservative. I mean, I'm a Christian, so I mean that's kind of expected.
Yeah, it's like it's the thing of where like I don't agree with anything that a lot of the left has to say that makes it hard not to be a conservative.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't believe in abortion. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in that, and it adds up to like, holy crap, I am a conservative.
Yeah,
and that's what I think a lot of Christians struggle with that because they're like, well, at least like they're doing good for the community and they're doing good for this, and then it's like you really look at it, it's like, oh man, yeah, they're hurting the community.
Because it's like for me, especially like I didn't realize I was until like really 2017, 18 maybe, because like I just was kind of listening to the news, watching like you hearsay on social media and stuff. Like it's so much, it's like we're very much demonized to be a conservative and stuff, and I was always like, oh yeah, I mean, I don't. They were demonizing Trump. They were demonizing conservatism, and I'm like, that's conservatism. Is that even a word?
Yes, it is actually.
Okay, I thought so, but they were demonizing everything, and I was like, yeah, that's not me. Until like I actually started like watching both sides and stopped being like so like closed minded and just opening up to like both sides. I think that's what Crowder teaches too, right? Like if you're trying to look into politics, so look into both sides of the stories. Make sure you get the.
Here's the thing that
statistics right.
America is failing at now is having healthy conversations.
Yeah, exactly.
Or healthy arguments.
Which is what I was trying to get at, is that like I kind of started examining both sides, and like, yeah, I'm a conservative, but it doesn't mean that I don't have friends that are liberals and I'm gonna get mad at them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't have just a conversation with people nowadays because it's just strictly, if you're not on my side, I'm canceling you, because we're used to being in our echo chambers, whether it's the right or left on the on social media.
Right.
But now it's getting to the point where, like, I mean, shoot, for the past 4 years,
I literally feel like the government's just taking duct tape now and putting it over people's mouths. Like, yeah, that's where we're at.
We're getting there, like, big time. And it's very sad, man.
And that's why I have an issue with a lot of Christians that follow left views, which is fine. You can have your own beliefs, but you put so much trust into a lot of these liberal people who want to cancel and silence people, and they don't realize that they have no belief in your Christian moral values.
That you got no backup there. You got no.
So what's going to end up happening is you're pushing this cancel culture toxicity so much into what is going to be allowed. Yeah. That at some point Christians are going to start being canceled.
We're pushing. They're like basically.
I mean, you have a song about it.
Yeah. Shouts out, Cancel Jesus. If you go check that out, Villain. As you
legit have a song about that.
No, really though.
I think, let's say,
because they pushed the limit so far that eventually, like,
I think Cancel Jesus. Like, when did you write that? Like,
I wrote Cancel. So actually, I wrote that last year, 2020.
But I think it was before all the BLM protests and all that.
Yeah, it definitely was. But like
it just lined up with everything you were talking about.
I remember like we had Villain done. We had Lemons on the project, and I was like, take that off. Like God put this on my heart, because I was like, whoa. Like I was reading the Bible, and cancel culture is so prideful and so not Christian at all. Like if you look at Paul's life, he used to murder Christians. He used to
which is a form of silencing people, clearly.
Yeah, and he was persecuting Christians, and then God went and changed his life up. So I'm talking in my verse about like, Paul's doing all these bad things, and then I could have canceled him, but I keep flipping the pages, and all of a sudden he's writing half the New Testament, like, and he's like one of the people that we read from all the time.
Yep.
So like cancel culture is super prideful, and that's why even like I'm a conservative, but I have plenty of friends that are like not, and I'm not gonna sit here and just like demonize them for their views.
I would agree that me and you are not like 100% on one side or the other.
Yeah.
Obviously, we look at both sides.
I don't think that God, because I mainly try to follow what I believe, like, God is leading me towards.
Yeah,
right?
biblically too.
And so I don't think it fits in a political party per se.
Yep.
It just doesn't.
100%.
Just I know for sure that if I had to pick a side right now, I'm not picking the left. I'm just not. I seen too much negativity.
What are they doing for
stuff.
Christians? What are they doing for us right now? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. If you think you're safe, you're not safe. If you think that they know what is healthy for the whole health thing right now, they want to put kids on anti-puberty suppressants.
Yo, I heard about that. Like
they want kids to grow up to pick their own
until
gender.
they can pick their gender, which is crazy. Like,
that they're basically saying you have no control of how your kids are going to grow up now because we're going to basically raise them.
Did that law get passed? Because I
don't 100% know.
I just heard about it and I was like, yo.
But it's scary. That's the fact that it's even a topic is what's scary.
And usually that's how these things start. Like usually it's like you bring it up and then in the time it sounds crazy, but then as you slowly start getting brainwashed down the line, they just slip it in there. So I could totally see us going down that path. Yeah. That's what's scary about it.
So I want to go and just kind of play a little bit more of what he's saying here because I feel like it's pretty important.
And I want to be clear about this here. We've never alleged that the election was won by Donald Trump.
I'm going to let it play a little bit. I'm going to use the
We've
Russian.
never alleged that there was widespread voter fraud that changed the outcome of the election because we can't. You're also not even allowed to express an opinion to that extent.
Okay.
But what was removed was a Nevada episode where we actually sent employees to locations where we looked at voter rolls, cross-referenced them with deliverable addresses, and took video with a copy of that day's paper at those addresses to say that there is at least some brokenness in the capacity as it relates to those addresses. That is now considered a violation of YouTube's guidelines. So I want to be really clear about something here. Well, first off, we'll be streaming here exclusively at Crowder Bits tomorrow and Friday, and I think we'll be able to stream and post again to the main channel next week. Half Asian Kraken is reaching out. Look, YouTube is past the point now here of saying, well, you can say one thing, but you can't say that. That's controversial. Well, maybe that's hate. None of these violations are considered hate speech. YouTube is making it clear in no uncertain terms that conservative opinions, dissenting opinions, as it relates to COVID or the election, are not welcome on their platform. Investigative journalism is not welcome on their platform, which, by the way, is the single biggest media platform that has ever existed. It is the town square. I tweet about it, but I'm suspended from there too with no cause. So let's be clear about what this means for you. All right, COVID. Have I ever been an anti-masker? No. As a matter of fact, we were selling masks partnered with Jocko in Origin, Maine early on.
Oh yeah, that's true. They were.
Shouldn't wear masks. We've questioned the efficacy of states that have lockdowns and double mask mandates. Have we ever been anti-vax? No.
Nope.
No, we have not. We've said that we need to protect the most vulnerable, the elderly among us. We even held a protest in Michigan to say that we oppose Whitmer's senior living. I know Joe Lewis. He sees me getting all. Look, I got Joe Lewis here, and look who's filming. Say hi. What?
Oh, am I upside down? I don't.
He has famous guy head right now, but he's also much closer to the camera. It's like it's like when TJF did 3D. Whoa, whoa! I hope I don't get a Nerf gun.
Those guys are hilarious, man, because they're both comedians.
Gosh.
I mean, at the end of the day, that's what it is. It's a comedic conservative show. So it has nothing to do with like actually they're not a news source or anything like that.
Yeah.
So for them to get like canceled and shut down and banned is pretty big deal.
Here's something I want to bring up while we're talking about him. So I just seen a video he posted and he's like, "Okay, we got taken down I believe it was what's that guy's name who was on the camera? Dave Landau. So Ellen, I think Ellen Page became Elliot Page.
Yeah.
And so he misgendered her by accident.
That's the girl from the movie
Juno.
Juno.
Yeah. And he misgendered her several times. And then they got upset. They took the video down. So what Crowder did was he posted a video of things that are on YouTube. Have you seen this video? Because you're gonna trip out.
No, I saw it, and so disgusting.
So what's on YouTube right now that kids can watch? Because I think
you don't have to be logged in to watch that video, which is what's really disgusting.
So what they did was they took the video and they made it like age appropriate, right? It has to be 18 or older for them to watch that video. Yep. Crowder's video. So they look at videos that kids can watch on YouTube now, and it's literally, and excuse me, I'm trying to figure out a way to say this without being vulgar. It's porn, but it literally is a man behind a curtain.
Penetrating.
And yeah, there you go. And there's another man in front of him, and he's penetrating him and basically saying, "Is this a sex toy or is this my no square?" And that's on YouTube. Like, that's porn.
Yeah.
And that's on YouTube.
No matter what way you look at that, it's not good.
I mean, I personally, I wouldn't be
see.
surprised by YouTube at this point, but at that point, I was like, what? Like, that blew me away that that's on YouTube. Like, how do they not catch that? Like, that, they should be held responsible for stuff like that, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. I mean, whether you're into that or not, nobody should be okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, like, just the fact that kids can see that.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm talking about.
That's
crazy.
a big issue. That kid mess with the kid's psyche so much. Right there.
There shouldn't be born on YouTube. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. It's crazy.
You know what's crazy is I had a friend that was addicted to porn, and he used to talk to me about it because he had like a big issue with it.
Yeah.
And he said that part of it stemmed out from his dad beating him when he was young.
Really?
And he said, and when I get mad, he goes, what do? He goes, I take aggression and I just break stuff and get really violent. He goes, and this is something that has become a part of me because of the fact that porn is so aggressive and so violent and sometimes so like disgusting that's how his mind gets now. And that's when he had the issue. I don't think he like struggles as much as he's an adult now, and this was when we were younger. But his dad used to beat him when he was young, and then as he got older, he got into other things, and then he had a breakthrough at a church conference, and
praise God.
Somebody had give him a realization that was why he had been so aggressive with so many other things in his life was because of his dad.
Yeah. And
because of porn.
Yeah.
And I've never heard anybody say that until he told me that. And I'm like, oh my God, that makes so much sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. And plus, like, I mean, I believe that these things carry spirits as well. And
like, and that's the whole issue with all of it.
Yeah. So, like, I feel like if you're opening up a door for any spirits to come in and, like, you know, through sin, watching porn and stuff like that, you can get spirits of aggression, anger.
I mean, that's why
lust,
alcoholism is so bad, too, because people don't even realize, like, when they're literally over drinking and stuff, they're literally taking in spirits. That's why they call it spirits.
Yeah, exactly. We woke. But yeah, dude, and people also, another thing people don't realize is like the cycles in generations, like how stuff can run in the family. And the Bible talks about spirits that like run in your family. Like that's why I was like, dang, like that's just the biggest thing, is just to make sure that you're not opening up yourself to those types of things.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're proud to say that you're pretty much breaking some generational curses in your family.
Oh yeah, big time. My for those who don't know, my dad was a drug dealer. He got locked up when I was 9. And I'm kind of like, me and my brother are kind of the first Christians of the family to like follow Jesus and actively live a life of serving Jesus. And so I'm the first one coming from my dad's line. I'm the first one who didn't get into selling drugs or doing drugs or anything like that.
Right. Shall we react?
All right, let's do it. 1 second. Oof. So,
Miles has hit us up because he saw the podcast.
Yes, sir.
And he's like, bro, can you react to this video? And I hate to say it, but every time we have like a new video or something out, we either see it beforehand, or he will like say like, hey, you should react to this video, or I've already seen it, Miles. It's hard.
I mean, we're good friends. Like, we're following them on. We have the notifications on, so if he posts something, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna comment.
I've known Miles since maybe I was like 19, 20.
I actually met Miles through you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about that.
I forget
in episode
about that.
1. Yeah, we talked about that in episode 1 because we're so close now. It's crazy.
So what's crazy about Miles though, the way me and him had got to know who each other are, is by my old youth pastor. Terrence Richmond. What a beast of a rapper,
great
too.
Great music.
Anyway, Terrence
definitely slept on.
Yep, super slept on. If you're sleeping right now, wake up and play some Terrence Richmond music.
Terrence Richmond, as it sounds, it's really easy to spell. Terrence and Richmond. You know how to spell it. Just go look it up on Spotify. It's fire. It's
yep.
Great.
And anyway, he's who I got a lot of my musical background in like, I mean, just kind of knowing the industry and how it works was from him. But anyway, so Terrence had did a show in Napa, and it was huge outdoor concert out in Napa, and Miles was there to take photos for him. Miles was doing photography, and he went to school at the Art Institute in Oakland or San Francisco or something at the time for film and photography. I think a lot of people don't know that.
Miles
did
film and photography.
And I was in school for film.
No way, dude.
In Sacramento at the Art Institute. So we were both going to the same school at the same time.
Yeah.
In 2 different places.
And you didn't know each other at the time?
We didn't know each other. This is the first day we met. And
Gotcha.
I showed up to the concert, and Terrence was like, yeah, bro, I'm so super excited. Thank you for the support. And I pulled up, and he's like, oh, this is Miles. Miles, like, he's here to take pictures tonight, and he's also an artist. And me and Miles met each other. We're probably both 19, 20 at the time.
Yeah. That's crazy because like I've taken photos for Miles and stuff like that, and to hear him like there,
yeah,
it's, like, super weird for me because like I'm always like the one taking photos.
He's definitely been in your spot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But this was also a time where Christian, like CHH, was still kind of like just coming up.
On the come up.
Yeah, there was. I don't think there was any huge Grammys won or anything like that. But anyway,
Lecrae hadn't won it yet. Siri, stop it.
Yeah, stop it, Siri. Anyway, but it kind of scared me because it was in my mic.
That reminds me of The Habit. We'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But anyway, so me and Miles met. After that, I ended up following him a little bit, like on his stuff and all that. And then him and Terrence, I think, did the Z4L track, which was the End Zone track.
Okay.
Where he's like, boy, I'm untouchable.
Yeah.
Come out. No.
And
then he
Miles
says,
raps, I want to be like,
yeah. And then Miles, he says, people call me the younger version of Steph Curry.
yeah, I see. Remember that.
But anyway, we're going to react.
Hold on. So I got a confession. I've actually already seen this video. I know you just said that usually we always see it. You haven't seen it this time.
So
I've seen it.
I'm in a lot of circles, but Emilio's in the inner circle of things.
Oh, come on, dude. No. I met Miles through AJ.
I mean, I guess I could be in the inner circle, but I just have too many things going on. So
this man got a wife. But yeah, so me and Miles were friends, and he's texting me this video. Jesse's calling me right now. No, brother. Let me text him. I'm on the podcast. Sorry, AJ. It's so unprofessional.
Wow. We'll just sit here while he texts us.
So me and Miles kind of became really good friends.
I was gonna wait longer.
No, heck no. I'm on the podcast. So I met Miles in 2018, and then we became great friends. And so, yeah, that's how I know Miles. But he texted me the other day.
It was definitely a lot of chemistry during that concert. Like, we all vibed off each other.
Yeah, it was super
And they
dope.
liked Cam right away, which was really cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool because I was like, oh, man, I hope they really like Cam's music because we both thought he was dope.
Yeah,
you know?
Cam, I've been shooting for Cam for a long time. So
Yeah.
it was cool. It was a good time. And then, so Miles texted me the other day. And I actually had sent him Habit, my music video, and then I wanted to get his opinion on it, and he's like, "Oh, it's dope, bro." And then he's like, "I actually got something too," and then he sent me this, so I seen it.
Yep.
But I only watched it once, and
edited by the same person.
Oh yeah, and then my video is edited by the same person, Castro World, except mine doesn't have Castro World in the beginning of
The
it.
beautiful tag on it.
Yeah, but all right, Miles, Minnick, and Wande, yay! Let's get it.
Just little disclaimer, this is our official time reacting to a video. Like, I would say this is our first time we have reacted to
We've reacted to Caleb Gordon. Oh, yeah, Caleb Gordon and your friend, or your guy, the guy that you the Mexican guy.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Jeez,
it's gonna be right here.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Yeah, I'm blanking right now. I'm sorry, bud.
Sorry, my friend. I have it in my notes.
Sorry, bud. I still think you're dope. All right, so this is going to be our official first reaction because it's nice to actually react to a video. Here we go. You ready?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
It's not playing.
You got the sound on, though? Turn the sound on.
Nope, I don't. Okay, let's go back. Castro World. Aaron Castro made this video. If you need to hit pause, hit space.
Okay.
Yay!
G-Rose beat. So the cameos in this are crazy.
Dang. What? Are they throwing confetti on each other in this?
It looks like it. Yeah, he's getting confettied.
I see a shadow of something else in there, so I'm assuming somebody's just. I'm gonna turn
I
off.
like how right when the G Rose tag comes on, G Rose pops up. That's kind of dope.
I'm gonna turn off our header just so you could see the whole video because they did a lot of like really close to.
Yeah, you're good.
The screen headshots. This beat is dope though.
Yeah.
I
Got that yee falling all on me. That drip's crazy.
yeah. Oh my god. G Rose made this?
Yeah, dude.
Where was this beat in that?
I know how when the packs Miles gets the exclusives. I got
so,
two different ones.
Nah, the beats we got were fire,
Yeah,
but
shout out G Rose. We got some dope beats from him.
that little like vocal in there, the
it sounds like real. Yeah,
I
real
think it's
hip-hop.
like I think it's plugged into like a vocal chop type of thing on a keyboard, and that's probably how they do it. And it sounds like a siren almost. Watch.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's a vocal going. That's dope. Bro, I never thought I would see.
I didn't hear this
wait.
the first time.
I'm sorry. I never thought
okay,
I'd see
go ahead.
Miles get powdered up like that.
Oh, I know. And that's so the girl that's gonna pop up right here is Wande. I believe Wande's either like cousin or sister or best friend, something like that. That's a really close friend of hers. She's always with Wande. But listen to what he says right here about a faulty deal. Who's that about? Yeah. Chaz. They shot this at the same place that Rapzilla A3C happened in 2019.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they shot it in the warehouse, like couple
It looks
doors
great.
down. It's crazy dope, I think.
Yeah, it looks great.
He's just like walking through the set.
Wait, you were there for AC3, right?
Yeah, in 2019 before COVID.
Yeah. Dang COVID.
Actually, that's Ray Knowledge in the background.
Dude, Miles Flow is so crazy because he never. I'll say this: he never is the same throughout the whole song. He just
Yeah.
will switch it up out of nowhere.
Always.
Like when he goes, he's doing this pattern like no, and then he goes, "I got the yay!"
Yeah.
He just like
he
switches
mixes
it up.
it up big time.
Yeah.
Hyphy Wande.
Hey.
Ugh. Ooh. Moment of silence for that beat real quick.
I know.
Woo! That was one of Miles' best verses. Yes, sir. That's fire.
You're on record for saying that?
Yeah. I'll go on record
Yeah.
saying that. I like that verse a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I love this part.
Would you call Miles the hook king?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a goat of hooks, bro.
After his EP drop, like I feel like maybe when at the Glimpse 1 and 2, he was getting up there, but like after this last one and now this one, I'd say he's killing it.
It's like
I made a joke to him at his last show. I was like, your EP would have been better, man, if you would have just let G Rose do the hooks. And he goes, what? I got fire hooks. And I never told him I was joking. So like, if he sees this, it'll be the first time he realizes that.
Oh, bro, he was totally joking.
Yeah,
you're
I love his
Oh, I'm
hooks.
sorry, I paused it on this part. Of your teeth.
Pause.
Is that how you
Toxic.
say yo?
Toxic.
Yep. All right, let me go back. When it drops in the hook,
Yeah. I know he was going crazy when he made this. Hey.
Dude, she needs to make more music like this.
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
I
she
think
has
so.
fire music, but some of it is a little too like East Coast sounding for me.
Yeah, a lot of times when this is West Coast Wande. You should know. Miles always brings the West side of people, but
That's true.
I
Joey Vantes
yeah
killed
was
that
dope.
track. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good Miles verse too.
Yeah.
But I liked how this video is shot. It's almost like something you would see. Like this kind of reminds me of like how it's pink and like she was on a throne kind of. It reminds me of like a Nicki Minaj video kind of.
Yeah.
Just how it's like it's on a set and it just looks dope. I think they got the lighting perfect. Look at the hair light. Like
Yeah, they got
West
all
Coast
that
Wande.
pretty good. What
if you have unsubscribed or unfollowed Wande because she got engaged, get over yourself. Follow her. She's super dope.
she's still the queen.
Still the queen.
But anyway, yeah, no, I don't listen to. I'll be honest, I don't listen to Wande as much
She made
as
a dope
I should.
EP. She made her album, but
I listen to it, but it's not something I put on every day.
I'm not really into like the
This
the
I'm
singing.
vibing on,
I'm not really into like a singing vibe, so that's the only reason I don't.
I
Listen
mean,
to
I
some of her
am.
music.
but it can get a little redundant when it's kind of similar
Yeah,
to other stuff.
consistent a little bit.
This is like very different for her. I
Well,
love
Wande's
this.
like one of the best rappers.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
she's
Like, just-
killing it.
yeah.
Like she's killing it. I would just like to hear more of this out of her.
Yeah, I like her rap. I like when she raps really much. Come on. Oh, come on. Yeah. Hey, Trey God.
Bro, I like that she hit that like little like TikTok pose real fast.
Yeah, bro. That
Like-
switch up. Oh my gosh. That's so fire. West
th-
Coast Wande.
West Coast Wande.
West Coast Wande.
But bro, she hit that pose. She went, it smiled and everything, and just went
Yeah.
like back to being serious. Watch it, watch it.
Oh, that's sick. She got right back into character.
She's like gangster.
Got the whole squad there. LD, his wife. Portia Love. Is that Portia Love? Yeah, it is. Is that Scooty? Who is that?
I don't know, but it's hecka funny that he's up in a like little beanie looking thing.
Portia Love. Got all George Rose. Come on, dude. LD?
Yeah.
I just love when he puts like those are all Atlanta rappers right there. Except for Chaz Friz from the West Coast, but she's in Atlanta now. Super dope.
There you go. All the
All
extras.
right, moment, a round of applause for my boy. Oh, it was Big Breeze. That's who it was. Round of applause for my boy. You gotta go around, bro. Gotta go around. Round of applause. Yeah, there you go. I think I said that in the beginning. Anyways, Miles, super dope. We loved it, bro.
Bro,
we
you
loved
killed it.
Absolutely 10 out of 10.
Yep.
I know. I did say that this was his best verse, but I forgot about Show Out. That's like my favorite song.
Yeah, Show Out's pretty dope.
Dude, think about his last 4 songs, bro. He had this one, Yee, then What Did You Think? That one was fire. Then Show Out was fire. And what was
Yeah,
the
he's
one before
definitely
that?
killing
Like,
it,
he's
bro.
just in a row. Boom, 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 boom.
I would say Miles,
Pluto.
continue
Come
the
on.
great work, man, because you're
Super proud of my boy.
you're killing it right now. And this is like not even
Yeah.
because we know him or anything. It's legit. Like you're killing it right now.
Yeah. Just
And everybody
absolutely
would
murdering it.
agree. It's not just
Even,
us
like,
that are saying it.
One thing that he was doing, I got to see him like whenever he was like going around touring last year or just going and doing these other shows. He'd meet these artists that he looked up to, and they wouldn't even be putting in the work or getting in as many shows as he was. So that's why I think so much success is coming to Miles, because behind the scenes, he's not just dropping music and being famous on social media. Like, he's going and doing the groundwork.
Don't drop your mic.
Yeah, I know. He's going and doing the groundwork, though. Like, you see him. People are impressed when they see Miles, because not only does he perform better than a lot of the rappers that he likes.
That's the
does.
other thing.
Yeah.
He's an amazing performer.
Yeah.
I would like to see him with the drummer a little bit more.
That
'cause
would-
when he
That's
has
the
been
future of Miles right
when
there.
he has been with the drummer.
That'd be sick.
He was with Cam and them, right? He had a drummer. drum
Yeah,
for him.
yeah, he did. He did.
Bro, I'm
Super
telling you
dope.
that uplifts the performance
Yeah.
so much more. but he's a great performer.
Yeah,
He
amazing.
he can legit perform without a microphone while it's playing on like a little boombox type of thing with like 6 kids and get them all hype.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, think about it. He really can do that.
Yeah, I could see that, especially just with his like his dance moves and everything. He's super energetic. He comes in, demands attention. Like,
Yeah.
dude, can't say enough about Miles. Like, he's honestly killing it.
You know what? I have something for us to talk about.
Oh, in that beginning of that video, I said it was Wande's friend. I think that was Portia Love, if I remember correctly. But Wande's friend was in the video. I just got it mixed up with where it was. Just wanted to clarify before y'all roast me.
You could go ahead and roast
I
him.
got it backwards.
What was I gonna say? You know what? I see this as a right here. I see this video right here, and we not even talking about it.
I mean, it's been so talked about.
Yeah, but
I mean, like,
I think
there's
the
not
biggest
much to say
issue
about it, man.
I think the biggest issue is
I mean, there's a lot to say, but I mean, it's like very simple.
I think with the whole Lil Nas X thing, we have to remember the world's gonna be the world, and
I heard of Ruslan's thing, but here's my thing.
I didn't.
Okay.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I know. I get it. The world is going to be the world. They're going to be evil. We should expect this of them. That's basically a true point. However, people are getting upset at Christians for being upset about this, and it's like, yo, nah, we're not going to be cool with something like this. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to sit here and be like, oh, yeah, well, sorry, you guys have your thing, and we're going to have ours. If we're over here promoting Satanism in music, I'm just not down with it.
Yeah,
Just upset
not only
with it.
that, but it's also
It's a spiritual warfare. We have to realize this.
Here's what
Christians,
people-
this war is like. It's a spiritual war. But I mean, yeah, you can't really expect much from.
Oh, the camera froze. I'm frozen. You're good. I'm frozen. Did the camera shut off? You want to check it?
Mhm.
Here's what I have an issue with is like
It's on.
it's on?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, Emilio's going to go blow his nose while I try fixing the camera. What I have an issue with. What? Why are you doing that? Tell you what, I'm going to turn it off and then I'm going to bring it right back. There it goes. There's your boy. I'm talking clear now. All right. What I have an issue with is, where was I going with this? Lil Nas X promotes all his stuff. No matter what way you want to look at it, it's perversion. And whether it's straight, homosexual, or whatever you want to say, I'm not for the perversion aspect of it, the lustfulness of it. And what a lot of people would say is like, well, you'd be...
I was listening. I heard you. Open the door.
Yeah, he always leaves the door open for some reason. I feel like if you go in his room, he just has like a lot of drawers open and...
No, my room's very tidy, actually.
Uh-huh.
Because AJ came in my room one day and he's like, dude, you live like a teenager. And I was like,
wow, this is like...
if you caught me on a bad day, though, like, I was
a
like
13... He got
No, you caught me on a
hot
bad day.
Cheetos by the bed.
I always have to have hot Cheetos. I just don't leave them overnight. I just always have them by my bed because I eat them so much.
He has a pile of dirty clothes.
First of
by
all,
the-
you caught
Just
those were
kidding.
clean clothes, but you
I'm
caught
just
me on a
kidding.
bad day.
I don't even remember.
My man walked in. I was like, I barely got off work the day before. I hadn't had a chance to clean my room. But now, since AJ has corrected me in my errors, I clean my room all the time. It's like so needy and uptight.
So yeah, what I was saying is the issue I have with a lot of it is people take it as like, well, you're a Christian, you should just accept it. But I don't even accept the lustfulness of like straight stuff. Like, I'm not for pornography.
Yeah.
That's why like I also disagree with even though there's a lot of straight pornography.
Yeah.
I disagree with
all of it.
Because it's
all perversion.
It's perversion, it's lustful, and it's things I do not agree with. So when you tell me I should accept that, I don't even accept it for it being straight.
Yeah. I mean,
Why
my brain wasn't even approaching. My brain didn't even have time to get to that part. I was thinking mainly about like just the blatant satanic imagery in the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, people can say like, oh, you know the world and you're Christian, so you guys be there, you be there. But the way I see it is like, it's a spiritual warfare at the end of the day. And that just seemed like a big move from Satan. Like,
yeah.
So when I see stuff like that, plus I don't normally let like videos like that. I watched like half of it and I couldn't really get
I couldn't watch the
through
full
all
thing.
of it.
So
but
I you
did
said
see,
something happened at the end.
I did see the
watch it.
end. He basically just goes, he's a fallen angel. He falls down on a stripper pole, lands on Satan, gives him a lap dance, and then kills him and takes his crown and sits on the throne as Satan.
He does that?
Yeah, he sits
I
on
had
the
no
throne as Satan.
idea.
So that's why I was like really upset about it. But like, I don't even like watching stuff like that's promoting lust and stuff. One thing I've been trying to do is like watch what I listen to, watch what I see, because I notice a difference in my life when I do. Like, just simple and plain. When I don't consume content, worldly content as much, and I try to keep my eyes focused on God and stay in my word and praying and reading, it's a literal difference in your life. So when I seen this video, I just immediately, my first thing that pops in my head is spiritual warfare.
Yeah,
like that's exactly what I got in music for. It was because I seen stuff like that. And I want to do the opposite.
Well, I think the argument is like, oh, well, Christians have been oppressing him or pushing back on him so much that he has to do something like this. I'm like, no, like,
yeah, no.
It's perverted, it's sick, it's twisted, and this is what he's promoting. You're promoting that by telling me I'm wrong.
And his shoe was like a pentagram was on the
by mischief or whatever.
Yeah,
mischief?
So there's a pentagram on where the laces are, and then inside the pentagram is a drop of human blood in each of them. So that literally is like a spell. Like that literally is like putting stuff on.
That
people.
is a satanic ritual by Satanists.
Yeah. And that when people probably bought those shoes, they probably opened up doors to the enemy as well. Like this is spiritual warfare, and it's just I can't agree with it, man. It's horrible.
But they're getting sued over it.
Yeah.
Nike is suing them over it because they altered the shoes.
I was gonna say, how do you sell an emblem? Like, how do you sell a Nike shoe?
You can technically customize your own Nike shoes. I think this is how it works. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to,
but he like sold them though. He like
yeah. But I think when it comes to pushing their product it's like, I don't know if you know this, but if you're gonna have an iPhone in a movie, it has to be used in a positive. It has to be a good guy or something. Yeah. It can't be negative. It's the same thing. It's misrepresenting their product.
Had I known that information, I would have known that those men in the elevator with Captain America were Hydra. I would have known they weren't S.H.I.E.L.D., but I didn't know the rules.
Yep, they had cricket phones and
the companies nobody cares about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're suing him about it or what?
Yeah, no, he's getting a lawsuit. I don't have an article or anything for it. I wish I did.
Yeah.
But Nike is suing him. I'm sorry, but if I was going to go against anybody, it's definitely not going to be one of these giant companies that could afford an endless amount of lawyers.
Somebody did make a funny joke about Nike, though, because they misrepresented Christians in this light, but they're like, okay, you guys are mad about pentagrams on shoes, but how do you guys feel about sweatshops? I'm like, that's a good point, but I'm like, that Christians aren't okay with either of them. They were painting in the picture like we're okay with sweatshops, but we're not okay with the pentagram.
I worked with when I used to do graphics and stuff, I worked with a clothing company that used to get their clothing, everything was straight from America, so that they knew no sweatshops or anything were used in the making of any parts of the clothing. Yeah. And that was a big thing they stood on for a while, and then the company ended up shutting down.
Oh, man.
But then it's like, it costs so much money
to do it.
Yeah. It's such a bad thing to say, but it's true. Like, it's a lot cheaper going the other route, and that's why a lot of people do it.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
What's this right here?
So, as we know that there's like the whole George Floyd thing going on right now, the whole trial and all that.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to talk about what side I stand on for that or anything like that, but I think that it's crazy that that's such a big topic when other topics are pushed down.
Yeah.
And this is a guy named Mohammed Anwar who was getting hijacked by two teenage girls. I think they were teenage girls.
What?
Two African-American teenage girls were hijacking his car, and he is an Uber driver. So he's an Uber driver, and he was getting his car hijacked, and he stood up against these girls to not steal his car. I think because he was like, this is my livelihood, this is my car, I'm not going to get my car stolen. Granted, I don't think anybody should ever put their life at risk for a car.
Yeah.
But he probably didn't know it was going to happen. All this was going to happen. So I saw this on Twitter, and I was like, dude, this has got to be fake because there's no way it's real. Uh-huh. And it's real. But it's crazy that you probably don't even know about this story.
No, I'm curious.
This is not even it was on headlines and stuff like that, but it's pushed down so much that I think this is a big issue right now too, and nobody's talking about it.
Wait, what's the issue here? Well, I mean, I get how this is bad, but I mean, like, what's the issue? Like, as far as
the issue is
teen girls running around trying to kill people?
No, defunding the police.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Elaborate on that, please.
I look at it more as there's more crime happening right now. Mm-hmm. and with a lot of kids out of school.
Oh, so are you relating this like as far as like stuff that can happen if we defund the police? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying this is what's happening.
Yeah. Oh, yes. So I agree with that. And I never agreed with defunding the police. That's
right.
Absurd. Like, especially the same people want to be calling the cops and stuff like that. If you guys want to reform the police, that's a better argument.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
Than like saying defund the police. Like,
but that might need more funding too.
Yeah, exactly. And they're sitting here saying, oh, exactly.
Doesn't mean that cops need to get paid more. It just means that people who train the police and all that need to.
Yeah, which I'm not against that at all. I think it's crazy to be like, we got people out here, F the police, this and that. And it's like, it's just, we don't need to be like hating police like this. We actually need to improve this area. And if everybody can agree if we need to improve that area in our country, then improve it. Don't defund it. Don't abolish it. Like, what are we going to do without police? Have you seen Seattle? Or what was the city that...
Oregon, I think.
Is it Oregon?
Where they completely got rid of...
They got rid of... They basically gave... Did they defund the police or did they abolish the police?
They defunded it. And
the crime rates over there...
Yeah, give you a little what is it called?
It gives you a little...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I'll give you a spoiler alert. There's a lot of crime going on out there.
They said it went up by 2,000%.
Yeah.
I believe that's the number.
Oh, yeah.
2,000. And
that's probably putting it mildly. That's probably what they could document.
Yeah, and that makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. And that's why I never was jumping on that hype.
Yeah, so little disclaimer before we actually watch this. This is a sick, twisted thing that happened. It's terrible what happened to this guy. He's a Middle Eastern guy, too. He's Pakistani, so he's not just like... This is not like a white and black thing or anything like that. Well, if it was
a white dude, we wouldn't even be hearing about it.
I mean, it's sad that he's Pakistani and we're not even hearing about it.
Yeah.
You know? All right, we are back to recording. Basically, what I'm saying is with this situation is I feel like crime is going up. And I feel like a lot of it has been because of people wanting to defund the police and not giving a crap about... For one, the Constitution. Two, nobody cares about the lives of police officers anymore, which is really sad.
Super sad.
Super sad. It should be a thing where a human is a human, and you know it needs to be put in a sense to where like people can be people and not be put as like, oh, you're always this or you're always that. Yeah. I think because of the George Floyd time. And how everything has happened, and with the defunding the police, I feel like we're getting more crime like this, and nobody's talking about this crime in America right now.
Well, yeah, it's like kind of the same thing with what was I getting at? It was they basically like they only show news that fits an agenda that they're pushing, and they'll just like push aside everything else. Like I believe Biden is technically the most popular president, right? But if you go to his videos,
he's the most voted for.
And so if you go into the video,
which if you don't know, people voted more for Joe Biden on paper than they did for Obama. I don't even know how that happens.
Yeah. So, but if you go to YouTube and you watch like the videos, his dislike ratio is like it'll be like up 10K or like it'll be up, right? A bunch of dislikes, and all of a sudden the next second the dislike bar is discontinued, or they just don't let you dislike the video on YouTube. So
yeah, I mean, they're altering the way that you perceive it because you think that everybody's into it.
Yeah, and that's what's happening is like if they say like, oh, like when they said 7 mass shootings in 7 days, right? Well, they don't clarify that a mass shooting is 4 people getting killed by guns. I
think it was 5 at one point.
No, but what it's classified as right now.
They're using 3 or more.
3 or more. That's what it was. And so if you think about cities like Chicago where there's killings.
We're talking about people being killed, like people being 3
killed,
or more, or 5 or more people.
In a shooting. And there's people in Chicago that get killed every day by guns. So if you, in LA, of course, if you count those as mass shootings, you're going to get them like a lot. But it's not like somebody's running through a school and shooting it up 7 times in a row.
And for the record, me and Emilio are both pro Second Amendment. We're both 2A people. We believe that you have the right to own a weapon and stuff, with that going with background checks and all that, and that is how the system is set up. You know, a lot of people don't even realize that. A lot of people don't realize that.
They think it's really easy to just get a gun. And
it's not easy. It's not easy.
Especially in California.
It's hard to get ammo right now. A lot of people don't want to talk about that, but it's a lot harder to get ammo than it is a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I wouldn't say that, but I would say after you own a weapon.
Because my whole thing with the Second Amendment is like, dude, people, if you make it illegal, people are still going to be having guns. It's just going to be the criminals with guns. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And I'd rather have something to protect myself against those criminals, to be honest. Anyway, but here we go. So this is a video. I believe that the person that's walking by and seeing this encounter happen between these teenagers, it's 2 African-American teenagers, if girls at that, if what I remember, and they are trying to hijack a Pakistani man. He's Pakistani-American. Man whose name is Mohammed Anwar, if I remember right, if that's his name. I don't want to put any disrespect towards him.
I think you might have told me about this, or someone did.
Someone probably
now
talked
that you
to
said
you.
the name, I remember this situation.
Yeah.
I didn't know it had to do with the car, though.
But this gets pushed down. Like it's a very headline thing one day, and it's not the next. And I feel like this is an issue because things like this should be talked about. Crime is going up, people.
Yeah.
Violent crime is going up, and a lot of people don't realize that. For one, it has to do with the border crisis, and 2, it has to do with a lot of defunding of the police and a lot of the security that we have.
Have you seen the borders, what they're looking like? I wasn't even aware of this until like recently. I seen the situation, and I'm like, yo, where's your president? Like, y'all got mad at Trump for that situation.
What I think they should all do is Biden, Kamala Harris, AOC, everybody should just go to the border and spend a day there.
Yeah.
And see how it feels to be like the border patrol.
Gross conditions.
Because it's bad.
That's horrible.
Anyway, let's watch this.
They're teams.
So right here, I believe he's saying they're teens.
Yeah.
He's saying that this is my car. They're hijacking me, and the people walking by are like, "Whoa!" What's crazy to me is this person just walked in front of the car.
Yeah, huh? It could have took off.
If it was me, I would have snatched that person out of that car.
Yeah, I would have grabbed the passenger seat person. If you're right there with the camera, that's insane.
Then again,
if they have a weapon,
they don't know if they have a gun or anything like that. But if you're willing to walk in front of the car like that, you might as well be willing to.
If you got the cantaloupes to walk in front of a car being jacked, I mean, because that's a situation where the minute they have a control of the car, they're dipping. They're not staying. So why would you get in front of the car?
Yeah, and I also think there was a confusion of what was going on. They were just like, hey, like, people are arguing. Let's go record this, you know? And so they could have thought maybe they were like family members or something until they actually got up a little closer. Because watch. You could hear him throwing it into gear.
Yeah.
By the way, this is blurred out for people who have seen the actual video. I had seen the actual video when it was on Twitter, and I thought it was fake because it was so disgusting. I couldn't believe what my eyes just saw. But here
really?
Oh my God! She's stealing their car.
She's stealing the car?
Yeah, we called the cops. Call the cops. They stole the car.
So, right here, they...
13 and 15?
Yes.
Whoa. That's crazy.
I couldn't even imagine doing anything like that. I can't even imagine doing anything like that now, but let alone being on the streets like that, trying to hijack people's cars. This is why kids need to go back to school.
Yeah.
But right here, so you seen them gun it down the street, and they went over by this parking structure right here.
Yeah.
And the car legit flipped. So I think it hit another car and then flipped with the girls in the car and everything.
Where was the guy?
And he was still hanging out the door.
Oh, jeez.
And this is so gross to see, but it also has to be talked about because this guy's poor life. Like, this happened. When it takes off, I'm gonna just turn it down a little bit. When this takes off, I'm gonna go. There's a way to put it in half speed, right? So this guy's still right here with the door smacking all these holes and all that and all these things. So he's getting, I mean, you could hear him screaming. It's not pretty. But poor guy, man.
And he passed away like in the accident?
Instantly, because when the car flipped, he flung, and it's blurred out so you can't see it. But this video, they ran over there, and then they just kind of got a little closer on. What I was confused about is there's like army looking people over here, like National Guard looking people. I don't know who these people are, but this is all. I forget what city it's in too. So
what the heck?
they're pulling the girls out of the girls are fine because they were in the car. They're pulling the girls out of the car, and one of them is trying to get her phone out of the car, and that's all she's worried about.
Be quiet.
Has no care in the world that she killed this man right here, and they know that they killed him because look at. That's the gentleman right there on the ground. He's face down, and there's just blood everywhere, and it's so sad. And if you watch the video without all the blurred out stuff, it's terrible to see. I thought that's why I thought it was fake. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is like edited or something.
66. Wow.
And this is him on the ground. You can see his feet right here. This is
Yeah.
where his head's at, and then there's like blood and his body. It's so sad, dude.
Let's start. No, he's not doing that.
That's not what happened.
So sad.
She said my phone's in there. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, cringe.
Bro, like, it's like, I feel like people think they have immunity nowadays because of everything that's
World's
happened over
growing
the
cold, bro.
everything that's happened over the past year, burning down businesses, people being shot, like running over police during all the BLM protests and everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, jeez, that's sad. Well, on that dark note, oh, you know what? We were just talking about Lil Nas X, so I'll go ahead and get into this. Just something real quick. I wrote this down on our original podcast.
Yeah, go ahead.
We got to do it. So, have you heard of the Comedy Store podcast? I mean, the Comedy Store documentary?
Mm-mm.
I believe it's called The Comedy Store documentary. It's on Amazon Prime, I believe. And I'm watching it because I like I watch a lot of comedian podcasts. I love comedy shows, stuff like that.
I mean, I love comedy.
I've always wanted
Comedy
to
is starting to die, so unfortunately, but I love comedy.
I mean, yeah, but I love comedy. I've always wanted to go to the Comedy Store or the Improv. It seems like it'd be fun to watch, like, you know, especially they had, I mean, they used to, I don't know what's going to happen after COVID, but they used to have like these killer lineups of just like great comedian after great comedian after great comedian.
You probably never been to Laughs Unlimited because you were too young. Probably when it,
I never been to a comedy club.
Laughs Unlimited in Sacramento was pretty good.
Oh, really? They had one in Sacramento?
Right in Old Sac. It's right there where we shot at the music video on top of the garage, right downstairs, across the street.
Okay,
it's
yeah.
Laughs Unlimited.
Wow, I would have loved to.
I've been there a couple times. It's fun.
I've always wanted to go to like a comedy club because I would love to watch comedy, and especially comedians working out their material. They're not always going to be great. It would be something new.
You would love it, bro.
But as I'm watching this this documentary, I'm getting to episode 3, and they start talking about stuff that was happening at the Comedy Store, and they start to mention satanic rituals. And I forgot exactly. Did I write his name down? I didn't.
They were doing satanic rituals?
Yes, it's on episode 3. I had the name written down, but I deleted it before I did this by accident. But one of the comedians, I forgot his name. I'll tell it to you later. But the comedians were like, this guy was like getting super dark and depressed and stuff, and then they started doing satanic rituals, and they would have these comedians come in and do these rituals for like fame and fortune and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, why is Satan such a constant theme in all of these like Hollywood films, Hollywood
and comedy at that,
music, anything to do with like power or fame? I feel like it always ends up rooting
you know
to
what
some
I think
kind
it
of
is?
satanic practice.
I think it falls back to like the Nebuchadnezzar days of like idolization.
Yeah.
People idolize people. I find comedy funny, but I don't idolize the person.
Yeah.
And I think that's what people do is they idolize people.
Yeah. And I mean, like, I'm not saying that everybody who ever has fame or fortune or anything is under the influence of, you know, or is over there worshiping Satan outright. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying it is common to see this. And if you even look at Lil Nas X, he gets some fame and he's putting out Lil Nas X. You look at his new video.
Toxic.
He gets some fame and he puts out, you know, this satanic looking video. We've seen it with Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna. And I'm not saying that just because someone puts a symbol in their video, they're outright Satan worshiper, but you can sure see the spirit that people are being influenced by.
Yep. And not only that, a lot of people don't know that they're doing certain things.
Yeah.
To worship certain things.
Yeah, but the Bible calls the
trickery in it.
The Bible calls the devil the prince of this earth, right? So like this is his, people that aren't believers and stuff are under the dominion of the enemy in this world.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, I don't know that everybody intentionally knows what they're doing, but I don't know that they don't either. It's pretty crazy. At least this guy for sure, on episode 3 of the Comedy Store documentary, was talking about what was doing satanic rituals and stuff. So he was definitely trying to get some demonic juices.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. I just seen that in my notes, so I thought I'd bring it up because it really tripped me out. I had more to say on it, but I totally forgot because I wrote that.
It's all good, bro, because that's crazy.
That's crazy enough, though, right? Like, I was like, what the heck?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. I love playing GTA and all that. They have some dark stuff in it.
Yeah.
On Red Dead Redemption 2. It's just kind of crazy that when you go to... you can go to, like, the boonies of Red Dead Redemption 2. And it's like the swampy hillbilly area.
Yeah.
And people will, like, it's crazy in this game. Because, like, have you ever played Red Dead Redemption?
No, I never played it.
So, in the game, it gets kind of crazy because it's like, you could be doing something. And, like, let's say you're strolling down this little swampy road. And somebody goes, hey, can you come help me in my backyard?
Yeah.
And you, like, sometimes, like, they legit need help and stuff. And, like, you go, like, hey, I've been trying to pull this. Can you do this? And it's like you tap X to like pull it out for him. And he's like, oh, thank you so much. Have a good day. Here's $100 or something like that.
Yeah.
And like your I forget what they call it, but you have like a rating inside the game, and it'll like boost up your like people skills and all that with other people, and people will remember you. They'll see them like in another town, and they're like, hey, remember we talked at the other town?
Yeah.
And it's just weird that the game does this, but in the swamp area, it's the weirdest stuff that happens because like they'll be like, hey, my daughter, she's stuck, help me come get her out. And it's like you walk in the house and it's like 2 people pull out guns on you and they're like, give up your money now or something like that. And it's scary as heck because this happens in the game, and it's like it's legit like a scary thing. Like you're like, oh god, and then you have to hurry up, pull out your gun and before like they shoot you and stuff.
Oh man.
But in that same exact area there is a ghost that's in let me see. Ghosts. You know what? I'll just pull up a YouTube video. It's crazy as heck because it's like, it's scary. It's like legit a scary thing in the game.
Yeah.
I hope that loads. I don't know.
Oh, wow.
Let me pull it here.
Struggle Wi-Fi.
Struggle Wi-Fi. Come on. Why my wifey got to do me like this? Wi-Fi. Let me see. Ghost. So yeah, there's also a ghost in the game that's scary, like really scary. And GTA is known to do some weird stuff like this. Not GTA. Rockstar?
Oh, the Rockstar company. Yeah.
Yeah, they're known to do some weird stuff, and I love it. It's nothing like crazy to me, but they do have a satanic thing in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Figures.
Because I like Easter egg stuff. I mean, you do too. I know that for a fact. What is it? In Red Dead Redemption 2, you can find the ghost of Agnes Dowd in the Bayou Swamp of Lemoyne. Yeah, she appears only during foggy weather or something. And I'm sure it's freaked people out the first time when before there was ever like a YouTube video or something about it.
Yeah.
I'm sure people like have been freaked out like, oh my god, did I just see what I thought I saw? But let me see if it'll play it right here. So you can see how swampy and gloomy this area looks.
Yeah.
I saw them.
There's ghosts in your head, Reverend.
Ghosts.
Yeah.
I saw a ghost. A young woman.
You've lost your mind.
I love this game though, dude.
You poor bastard.
The interactions with people seem too real
I
too.
know what I saw. A girl.
Yeah, it's good quality.
A ghost of a girl in white. Okay.
So then there's that. And it looks like it kind of looks like a pentagram, huh?
Yeah, almost.
Come back to me.
Got the walking mechanics really good.
Oh yeah, this game is phenomenal, dude. It's cool because you can go like hunting and stuff in this game.
Really?
Yeah, I always go with my bow and arrow. I've hunted a bear.
It has like a GTA format almost. It looks like.
Oh yeah.
Come home.
It's so creepy because it's like you just hear it and you don't know where it's at. Oh.
You could hear it in the headphones, like right or left. What's this game about?
It just like takes place in the 1800s.
I'm
always-
waiting for you.
Oh wow.
I'm waiting.
I always thought it was a zombie game.
Nah. You've never played this game?
No.
I always loved you.
It's like
I always loved
Oh,
right
is
when
that it right
walls
there?
were being established and stuff.
Is that it right there?
Yeah, I think so. I've actually never seen it in the game because I've been too scared to go look for it myself. I don't want to be like playing the game and get freaked out and die.
Did they kill it?
She
He's getting his
never loved
binoculars
you.
out.
She never did.
Ugh.
It disappears.
And that's probably what the Reverend was talking about. But then look, it documented it. So you carry a journal around, and whatever you see and do, you could document it and stuff.
That's sick.
Yeah, and then
We got another video we ran into right before the podcast. We haven't watched it.
I know we'll pull it up in a bit. It was just like a random like title. You said that, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Um,
Looks cool. Dang, we wrote these notes a while ago. I'm looking at what the topics were.
Yeah,
Wow.
isn't that crazy to
March
think about?
9th. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we haven't made a podcast really this month or last month.
yeah, I know. I mean, we were focused on a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to show that there is a pentagram in the game. All right, so underneath a house, I've been there because I just like doing Easter eggs, so I just wanted to see what it was. But in here, you come in,
Oh,
and then there's
wow.
this in the game. This is in the same area. It's really creepy, but it's just basically a pentagram underneath this little house.
And it's lit up.
And I think I went there one time, and there was a dead pig on top of it.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, it was really creepy. And I was like, "Yep, I'm out."
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's creepy. Creepy stuff. Anyway, you want to read this headline of a video we just found?
So, ladies and gentlemen, imagine this, all right? As a rapper, this is a horror story, but the title is NF Gets Hiccups and Stops Show. That's funny, because like you think of all the things that could end a show, of course hiccups is up there. But it seems such a minute.
Can I tell you a scary story I had on stage DJing one time?
What?
Diarrhea.
Oh, that's beautiful. But that's better than like that's a better reason to stop a show. But like, oh,
I had somebody take over my set because I had to go
man.
poop real bad.
Elaborate on that real quick before I go in on this. Hold on.
It was me and Tyler. We were doing a show. I think it was with Mission and a lot of other people.
Uh-huh.
And
Shout out Mish.
I think it was in the middle of a song, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I think they were performing and stuff, and I was DJing. And I told Tyler, I was like, "Hey, come here." It's like, I feel like I'm about to shart myself right now.
Oh,
You gotta
jeez.
take over. And he's like,
darn it. Ugh.
bro. So he took over, and I kid you not, I ran to the bathroom and legit.
Did you almost not make it?
I almost didn't make it.
So if you were on stage for any longer, just imagine like you're wearing like white pants and then like. They
Yeah,
just
no.
like,
See,
right
this
when
is
the
why I
beat drops-
don't. This is why I don't wear white pants.
right when the beat drops, just sharting everywhere. All right, sorry guys, but no, but okay, that's a huge reason to get off stage though. But like, imagine all these people came your NF and you got
Yeah, you can't just give up the show.
yeah, you're like doing this show and people spent heck of money on this or however much his tickets cost, and he's like, Sorry guys, I gotta go. I can't do this.
Yeah, NF gets hiccups. We have no idea what this video's about. We just
Yeah.
saw the headlines. I'm willing to see this. I hope it's a song I like too that he messes up on. Just kidding.
It's like I hate myself. This hate myself song. But I hate myself.
All right, let's see this. Did somebody just say, "Do you want to switch spots with me, Shawty?"
Really?
Wait.
Yeah, right. Or set a name.
Yeah, I heard Shawty.
Yeah, me too.
And I gotta tell you guys something really personal. I'll do this next song on one condition. You guys are gonna have to sing most of it because I have the hiccups so bad right now. I literally can barely get through a sentence. Can you do that?
That's cool. That's a good way to do that.
Song, seriously. Cool. All right, I've never had this on stage before.
That would be super
All
weird.
right, let's try this out. If it's not working, bro, we're gonna have to take a water break.
He's a water
Yeah.
break.
That sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Because it stutters yourself.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see this YouTube video.
That's great.
Did you guys hear me during the song? I was trying to yell. I was like trying to yell, "Let's go!" And it was like, "Yeah."
Oh, they didn't show the song.
Yeah, they didn't show it, huh?
This has been a problem, dude. I
'cause
ate
he's
like
talking
a
about
whole,
after.
Case of muffins yesterday, and ever since then, I just been hiccuping for 2 days.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man, that's the
Before
worst.
the show, you guys should have seen me in my green room. I was like, "Hey, can you guys give it up for my team real quick for putting on the show?"
Just do stand-up comedy, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much, huh?
Oh, I would have loved to be like hear him like go.
I know. I was hoping it was going to.
Yeah, like a really girly one. Oh my gosh. Well, another news. So last time on March 9th, we were going to talk about this certain song. And then a lot more details happened with this specific song. Lecrae and Andy Minnick. I'm coming in hot, just like a fajita. I ride where I live.
My life in the speaker.
Yeah, I'm nice with the flow. Anyways, so Coming In Hot by Lecrae and Andy Minnick was going crazy about a month ago.
Yep.
It went gold, and it was going viral. People were doing videos to it.
I would say it's definitely headed towards platinum now.
Yes. Because
Has to be.
Because it went gold when people were doing TikTok videos to it and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? Do you know what happened with it recently that caused controversy in the CHH community?
No.
You don't know? Okay. So after that was going crazy, it was already big enough news that we were going to talk about it today. But after that happened about a week ago, Kim Kardashian posted a video.
I know that.
Yeah, that hadn't happened yet. Whenever we talked.
Yeah.
So Kim Kardashian had posted a video with Andy Minnick and Lecrae's song Coming In Hot. And yeah, so their song is just going crazy right now. You gonna play the song or we're gonna get copyrighted?
Yeah, in
We're
a
gonna get
second.
Copyrighted. I don't know.
I'll just take out the audio. Show the video.
That seems like. You sure?
Yeah.
Because then what they're gonna see is watching it.
Yeah.
That sounded draining. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, everybody's heard the song. You could play a clip of it. Just play it and pause it.
I mean, I could also do this. Do you know Kim Kardashian's Instagram handle?
No, I don't. And if I did, I would lie on the podcast so I wouldn't look bad. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, me too.
Let me see. It's probably just her name, right?
That's what I'm searching. No.
Yeah, it is. Kim Kardashian. See? Just her name. KimKardashian.
Am I spelling it wrong? No, there it goes. There was like a weird little P in between the .com and her name for some reason. Yeah, I'm not showing all this.
Yeah, I was like,
But at least her post right here wasn't that
well, I mean,
exposed.
like, if I were to post this, I would just do like Lecrae did and put the head. I wouldn't. I mean, she's still, you know.
She's not completely like that though. You know what I mean?
Is this gonna be on the screen?
Yeah. Why not?
Because hold on. Back up.
There.
There we go.
All right. Here you go.
I was like,
Oh, okay.
I
There we
just had
go.
an opinion about this whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm not about to.
Well, you could kind of see some pictures.
This is how Lecrae posted it, and I'm down with how he posted it.
Yeah. So that's right here. Kim Kardashian.
She posted to come in and
Andy
hide.
Mineo
You can't play
coming
the
out.
song?
I never thought I would see. I mean, there's no point. I never thought I would see this on.
Andy Mineo and Lecrae on like a Kim Kardashian post is
Yeah.
absolutely insane.
No, that's just wild to me.
How many likes did it get?
I never thought it would exist.
That's wild.
Likes?
Yeah.
I don't. Can you see that on here?
Let me see. I got it right here.
I can't even see. I can't see it.
I got it right here. That's crazy. What it got 1,787,576 likes.
Yeah.
That's like almost 2 million likes.
Dang.
Super wild. So shout out Andy Mineo and Lecrae. Big Andy Mineo fan, so I'm super happy that it says his name too. Is it Andy Mineo featuring Lecrae? I thought it was like Andy Mineo and Lecrae coming in hot. Or is that just how they have it on the?
I think it's Andy Mineo's song.
Because it said that on Kim Kardashian's post, but right here it says Andy Mineo, Lecrae.
I think it's more Andy Mineo's song.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, you
remember
guys
the
have
song-
to know this song by now. It's all over
Yeah, I
TikTok. It's
mean,
everywhere.
Shoot, if you're like into Christian hip hop, you definitely have heard this song. Came out in 2018.
Yep. Definitely.
Words play.
Words played. Crazy old words played.
Can they see the video?
Are they allowed to wear a white face?
No comment. No comment. Be less white, dude. Stop.
Yeah. No, this video is kind of interesting, though. They shot it in they didn't shoot it in 4x3.
Do you
but
think
it's
that's
in
stock
4x3.
footage, or did they go and get that footage
What, this?
of the city? You think that was stock footage, or you think
No,
they
they got it. It's just
They-
drone footage. It's not that hard to get. Like that?
No, the one that was in the sky.
Yeah. That's pretty easy to
Why
get.
don't you put some drone footage in my videos, dude?
Because we don't own a drone.
I have a drone in my house. It's Jesse's.
You have never brought it here?
I forgot we had it until we just started talking about it. Why are you grilling me?
Andy Mineo's hilarious, though.
Yeah, Andy else.
That's the
Super
thing.
funny.
That's the thing is Andy Mineo's always been kind of a comic from the beginning.
Yeah.
He's not a super serious dude, which is what I wouldn't say that. He's not overly serious.
Yeah. I aspire to be like that, really. I mean, on serious topics, of course, I'm going to be serious and keep it a buck in my music, but I always want to just.
Which I feel he is too.
Yeah, I want to have a comedic aspect to the stuff that I do here.
Yeah. I think it's a good place to stop the podcast, though. I mean, we went
actually
on for.
have one more thing to talk about before we go. So 2 videos have been released.
That's right.
Since we recorded last. So let's go ahead and peep those ones. So basically, first one up. What are we looking at? We have 2 options. So I dropped 2 singles. The first one was Villain featuring Z and Levante. The music video is up on Rapzilla now. Then after that, you can go ahead and go to my next music video on Rapzilla.
We dropped 2 music videos this month.
Entitled Habit. So that's where we've been. We haven't podcasted, but it's because we were dropping music videos. So super excited to finally see Habit like get on screen. Like I've been waiting to see this video. So shout out Aaron.
Sorry, I spelled your name wrong.
I like that thumbnail that they used.
Yeah, the thumbnail is pretty fire.
Got the promo. They kept me in a straight jacket. Can we play my own music, or
Yeah, we can.
I won't copyright it because I have my stuff on
No,
DistroKid.
you're fine.
Okay. So this is Villain
This is Villain right here.
featuring Z and Levante Joyner.
We just thank you so much for being here.
Levante is such a beast, bro.
Amazing dude, amazing brother, amazing singer, rapper.
You want to play the whole video, or
Should we keep it short? Go like halfway. Go to the hook.
we'll give him a taste of Z and the hook.
I'm a villain when I step up on the scene. Devil be like, ooh, that boy mean. Villain to the devil, but a hero for the king. I'ma shoot the shot, Holy Spirit with the screen.
Hit him with a screen. Bay Area soldiers.
Ask how we the scariest
Scariest soldiers.
Keep my
He
face
murdered
in the
this.
word, and we never been scared. Young hitter till we carry composure. I'm a villain to the devil, never chillin' with the devil. I make a sound the alarm like woo woo. Came from the mud, big came from the jump, leaving demons in their blood like Sue Woo. I had to hit up Emilio.
Hey,
Like
Z.
Brody was good with Sedilio. Do it for my people, I ain't really with the evil, and I only roll with eagles like Billy though, yeah.
There goes Levante.
Shout out
Somebody
Mr.
asked me,
Joyner.
who's singing on the hook? I was like, Levante.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
self-explanatory.
but he's also rapping. I was like, He's rapping and singing on the
Yes,
song.
people are able to do both.
Yeah.
Eyes that could fall in one brings. Don't believe the hype. Winds informs many stings.
And then I responded with that person, white people.
Guess we just some villains.
Be
I said,
less
guess we
white.
be some villains. Cause we speaking on the realness. Cause we talking
Dilly,
about our
Diligent.
Shout
out Diligent.
Just some villains.
Yeah, shout out Diligent. What a beast.
Cause we speaking on the realness. Cause we standing for the realness. Guess we just some
A friend to the world is an enemy of God. Tell my enemy the pedigree of villainy is I'm never.
I think that's a good place to stop it because we can let them go.
Yeah, you guys want to see my verse? You guys got to go to the video.
You guys got to go to the video.
So for habit, I say we play that second verse or first. It don't matter. Just play it from the jump. Yeah, leave it
For this video, you want to we could let it play without any music for now. You want to go ahead and talk about the like how?
No, that's my microphone, guys. Wait, are you touching something? That was the noise last time. It was like a wind,
Yeah.
like a storm.
There it is, but it doesn't matter because we're close to the end. But anyway, go ahead and talk about this whole scenario of how this video happened.
So basically, when Miles was shooting Show Out in Atlanta last year, I told Aaron, "Hey, yo, do you want to shoot some of my video?" The night
Miles
before?"
Minnick Show Out.
Yeah, Miles Minnick Show Out featuring Hobie. And so we end up at this place right here. It's in front of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We got half of the footage the first night. Actually, where I record in front of this bridge is where Miles recorded the next day during the daylight because they seen our shots and thought it was a dope spot. I like this spot as well. Then after that...
Oh, this actually happened before that.
Yeah, it was the night before.
Oh.
And then Miles was like, "Is it
an interesting
are
story.
you cool with letting me use this?" I'm like, "Dude, I don't own the spot." 1KFU ended up using the exact same spot in one of his videos after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
But it was super dope because I was like, again, it was a good spot. But yeah, and he shot his during the day, so it looked different. And then we
the
shot.
video's dope.
Yeah,
Good job, Aaron.
Good job, Aaron. We shot half the video, and then I was like, "Do we need to get more shots?" And Aaron's like, "We could just shoot the rest in California because we want to go back and rest for the video tomorrow."
That's why there's Sacramento Bridge in it and everything.
And that's the shot right there where Miles is during the day and
Is it
Hobie's-
red like that in there?
In the night it's red, during the day it's silver. That's where Hobie's like sitting down like
Yeah. That's dope.
So after that, we come back to Sacramento, I think like 2 months later, and we shot the rest of the video kind of where we shot Villain, right? Like it was in that same area.
Yeah.
It was right there, just in a different area. We got that done.
They're out by the docks.
And they wouldn't let me out of the straitjacket after they put me in it. And so I basically was chasing them like all across, like in front of public. And everyone's looking at us like, why is this guy in a straitjacket? Why is he chasing this guy? So yeah, that's kind of the story behind Habit. It's pretty dope. It's one of my favorite songs off Villain.
Yeah, it was one of the my favorite songs to mix off of Villain.
Yeah.
Mainly because it came so organically, like we talked about before. But I'll go ahead and play this.
Fame to go with it, but really I just wanna go preach, bear witness to a generation never got free from the gimmicks. Ain't no limits when I get it for the king, man. We gon' take it to the top with a king span.
Oh yeah.
Hope in the dark places, man. Got a scope on the hearts racing towards sin. Let it go, then they know what time it is. They gon' talk till they blow on the BPM. Beats per minute. I ain't playing games, but at least I scrimmage. I'ma let it bang till
That's
I
the
leave
crowd
this
pleaser
planet.
right here.
Give them all the names so the seeds get plenty. Something is wrong with my brain, yeah. Day after day it's the same.
going crazy in the
become
video.
an addict in sleep now. I can't give up on the dream. I can't give up on it, I'm on a new level. Silence the doubters and shout out my crew. I'ma give it to God and then tell them to do better. Chastise the haters that never knew better. They thought I was finished, my brothers knew better. My God save whoever, I'm trying to tell them. The game is like checkers, my chest do it better. They riding a wave and I'm going
Those
in
were
deep. Be
bars,
up on
if
this
you're
thing.
listening.
Do it for change, not for the coin, but the flip of your face. Beheading the tails that they spit in your face. This is my brain, I'm going insane. Something is.
I would say this is rap, but I wouldn't say it's Christian.
Shouts out to whatever the guy's name is. I'm gonna give him a shout out on my podcast.
No, I'm
Hold
sorry,
on.
but if you go, because these videos are both on Rapzilla.
Yes, sir.
We had some content. We've been sitting on these for a while. It's nice that there's not a lot of oversaturated stuff in the media, so we could post stuff.
We reach 1K. Woo!
1,000. But anyway, this guy said it's definitely rap, but I wouldn't say it's
I
Christian.
got him.
Who even says that?
Shout out to Solano. I'm not gonna say that name. I'm not gonna say that name. I won't.
Yeah,
Shout out to Solano. Don't say the name either. Shout out to Solano. His last name is problematic.
Fagundus.
Okay.
Solano Fagundus.
So he goes, Christian rap? Question mark. Maybe rap, but definitely not Christian. And I'm like,
who says that, by the way?
if there's like a scale of like Christian rappers and you got rappers that are Christian over here. They call people who rap about Jesus corny. And then you got full-blown believers just dropping their faith in everything. I'd say I'm like right there. I'm dedicated to making my music to glorify Christ. Like,
I mean, it's not like you're sliding down the stripper pole or anything.
Yeah, I'm not Lil Nas X.
But anyway.
I could be a little less brown, but still.
Yeah.
But no, so yeah, Habit. I mean, man, I love this video. What's a funny story about this one is when that beat drops and I'm like, I can't give up on him. I'm on a new level. We were recording that because originally we only recorded 2 verses, right? We didn't record that third part.
Yeah.
And
we had broken the song up in some pieces too. Like we took the beat and messed with it.
Sumner makes beats like kind of different. So he put like a verse.
It definitely gives us a lot of inspiration for writing though.
Yeah, because it makes you do something different. He puts like a regular size verse, a hook, a regular sized verse, a tiny hook, and then all of a sudden like a little verse. It was weird. So we were like, do we just end the song after 2 verses?
Yeah, like what do we even do?
So we were thinking about just ending it, and then AJ's like, just try and write. So I wrote, and then I started like getting the first couple lines, and I was like, oh, I got it, and I just finished it. But what was funny is AJ has Google Home. I gotta whisper that because it'll hear me. But yeah, AJ has that, and so when I was rapping, I'm like, I can't give up on him. I'm on a new level. And you just hear I'm
on a new level.
Yeah, you just hear
I'm on a new level.
I'm on a new level.
And we
have headphones on, so we just hear it kind of in the background.
We're like, what the heck? And then we
did
like,
it like 4 times. You had to turn it off.
Yeah, I had to like literally unplug it and be like, okay, let's record because this is a problem. Like it's for some reason hearing the hey Google and like wanting to record.
You gotta be super. Hey Google, how you doing, baby girl?
Hey Google, let me whisper in your ear. Tell you all the things that you want to hear.
Okay, Google, let me whisper. Oh, I thought it went. No, dude, the wind. Dude, I hope my microphone's not broken. Please, God, don't let it be broken.
I think you're good, bro. It barely did it today. But anyway, yeah. So that was like, that was definitely an issue when we were recording the song. Can you rap that part after something is wrong with my brain? Yeah. That.
Wait.
Ah.
Oh, where it goes? Yeah, I can rap it. You want me to rap it?
Yeah, go for it,
see
bro.
If Google goes off, right? I can't give up on them. I'm on a new level. Silence the doubters and shout out my crew. I'ma give it to God and then tell them to do better. Shout out the haters that never knew better. They thought I was finished. My brothers knew better. My God save whoever. I'm trying to tell them the game is like checkers. My chest do it better. They riding a wave and I'm going in deep, but we up in this thing. Do it for change, not for the coin, but the flip of your faith. Beheading the tails that they spit in your face. This is my brain. I'm going insane.
Hey.
I didn't even know if I could remember it. Like I was going one line at a time on that one. I was like, I haven't rapped this in a long time. Oh man.
Yeah, but you guys go check out both those videos. We have 2 more videos coming out. I don't know if we're gonna put them on Rapzilla, but we'll definitely have them on our page for sure.
We have talked about that, but
yeah.
Shout out to Rapzilla for
something
letting us.
Gotta work out.
Yeah, he said it like there was beef. Shout out to Rapzilla for letting us post the first. Actually, they posted 3 of my videos so far.
Shout out Rapzilla. Shout out Mental Illness. Shout out Jesus. I'm just kidding.
Shout out COVID-19.
Shout out COVID-19 for pushing it all the way to 2021.
Yeah. You know, it's 2 weeks to slow the spread.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but shout out to Rapzilla. They posted Smoke featuring Miles Minnick. They posted recently, in the last month, they posted Habit featuring just me. And then Villain featuring Levante Joyner and Z. So shout out to Rapzilla. Y'all are the best. And, yeah, I'm just happy to have... Like, when I was younger, man, I used to be like, oh, Rapzilla. And now I'm like, got 3 videos. That's pretty dope. But anyways, yeah, shout out to y'all. And we're out of here, I believe, right?
Yep.
We gotta close it. So
that's a good place to end it. We'll definitely have to cut some of the podcast up, but
chop it.
Choppy. But yeah, no, that's a good place to end it. I mean, hey, thank you guys for watching in Soul Purpose Podcast. You can follow us at Soul Purpose Music. Mainly because we do music. It's not always about the podcast or the videos.
Not always about the potty, guys.
Yeah, but we have a lot of content coming for you guys. You can follow Emilio at Emilio Sarabia with 2 A's at the end because somebody took. Yeah, that's what it is.
Some random dude took Emilio Sarabia. Like, who has that name?
Yeah, and he's Samilio Rabia.
Samilio Rabi. Dude, that's my new. That's my rap name.
Samilio Rabi.
Samilio Rabi.
Emilio Sarabia.
Hey.
That's his Instagram handle.
Yeah, so 2 A's.
You can follow me at AJ Solified, and that's a good place to end it.
Yeah. Peace.
Let me whisper in your ear. Okay, Google, let me whisper in your ear. Tell you all the things that you want to hear. Hello, YouTube. Thank you for watching that video. If this is your first time with us, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. Should be somewhere right here. Hit hit that notification bell and stay up to date on all our content as we continue to put more stuff out. We would love for you to join our community in Soul Purpose Music. See you later. There's still time. There should be a video somewhere. Hit that notification bell. We out.